Welcome to Highly Questionable. Bomani, what's the best story on the show today?
The possibility that A.J. McCarron might win a playoff game before Andy Dalton does.
That's funny. Vamos, Papi.
If Aaron Rodgers is as good as you think, shouldn't we expect him to beat Kirk Cousins?
I do expect him to beat Kirk Cousins, even though most of this season he hasn't actually been better than Kirk Cousins. And you've got the 23rd ranked offense in the league with Aaron Rodgers at the helm. But here's what Washington is: a nice story, a surprise, and also a team that's going to get Kirk Cousins about $15 million a season somehow. Here's what Washington isn't: a good football team. They've played 3 winning teams this season. They've lost to all of them by a combined score of 104-56.
Here's the thing, though. Green Bay isn't a good football team either. Like, this isn't going to be a matter of Aaron Rodgers versus Kirk Cousins. Aaron Rodgers can't do much if there's nobody open. To paraphrase a great Tom Brady fan, he can't throw the ball and catch the ball himself. They're 31st in the league in yards per attempt net this year in the league, and that's in large part because of the receivers and because of the bad offensive line. If the offensive line is bad for Green Bay, they're going to lose.
I'm going to make a pick.
All right, make the pick.
The Redskins are going to win, you know? The Redskins are going to win.
All right.
That's it.
There
That's
you
it.
go.
Jay Gruden is going to come through.
All right, there you go. We're going to pick all the games with Poppy today. Put together a Poppy parlay.
By the way, he wasn't picking who he thinks is going to win. He was thinking who would be more fun for him to win because it would make our lives miserable.
Will you be shocked if the Red Hat Chief lost to the Texans tomorrow?
Yeah, the Chiefs had one of those 10-game winning streaks that you didn't watch very much of. I think probably the game against Denver is the only one that you saw in live action. But, hey, they've won 10 in a row. Justin Houston, healthy. He'll be back to play. They still got a whole lot of dudes on that team I've never heard of. And a big thing, Alex Smith has been better this year, but Aaron Shots of Football Outsiders makes a great point. He is being much more daring on first and second down. On third down, he's being as conservative, if not more, than he has ever been. Can you win in the playoffs with that team with a quarterback who's not so great at converting on third down?
You can probably beat the Texans, even though they're good at defense. You can't be shocked by either result in this game. Keep in mind, though, if we're going to focus on Alex Smith in his postseason career is 1-2, even though he's thrown 9 touchdown passes and 0 interceptions. The last 5 games, he hasn't thrown for 200 yards in any of the last 5 games. What he's doing more than anything is running the football. If Houston stops him from doing that, he's not going to do anything on third down.
Deceptive speed.
Are you ready for me to make my pick? Who's going to win? You know who's going to win? The Texans are going to win.
Okay, there it is. He made a bold pick. He didn't have any facts to back it up. It's just him saying it. We gave you numbers, we gave you stats, but we were cowards. We didn't say anything. He's the one who actually went out there and said something.
I'll tell you this, though. If the Texans have won 1 playoff game, the last time the Chiefs won a playoff game, it was in Houston against the Oilers.
Does DeAngelo Williams being ruled out give A.J. McCarron a real chance to beat the Steelers?
What a crock the producers of this show are. They have done a football preview show on Friday, and every question is, do you think so-and-so has a chance? When we all know that all of these teams this weekend seem to have a chance. A.J. McCarron has a chance because Pittsburgh can't defend anything, and what you have is they can complete the deep ball. It doesn't matter who runs the ball in this game. This game's not about running the ball.
It would help, though, if the running backs for the Steelers were a little bit more, shall we say, recognizable. One of the running backs is Fitzgerald Toussaint, and the other one...
I got it written down.
Okay, that's where we're going with this. Like, it's fair to ask that, but Dan points it out. If you're going to beat the Steelers, the best way to do that is through the air. They don't have a quarterback that you really trust to do that, but it is entirely possible, much like what happened to Matt Schaub in Houston, that A.J. McCarron will get a playoff win before Andy Dalton does.
Todman.
Who?
Todman. One of the final cuts in Carolina added.
Todd Man.
Practice squad. Todd Man.
The Todd Man.
Go get him, Todd Man.
Are you ready for my pick? Are you ready for my pick?
With this. Go ahead. Who are you picking, Poppy? Go ahead.
I'm picking the Steelers. They're going to win. That's it. They're going to win. Papi has spoken.
I've got to say, I've learned my lesson about picking the Bengals to win playoff games on this television show. He's making the only reasonable choice until Cincinnati wins one.
If Chip Kelly goes to the 49ers, can he fix Colin Kaepernick?
It has been reported that the 49ers have met with Chip Kelly. Seems a little bit strange for them to do that if Jim Harbaugh was too headstrong for him. I don't know what they think they're going to get out of Chip Kelly. Here's the real question, though. Is Colin Kaepernick a fit for the offense that Chip Kelly runs? Do we even know what Chip Kelly wants in a quarterback? I still see it more likely than not that Kaepernick is gone, because the way this has ended with him and the 49ers really hasn't been pretty, with questions about injuries and guys saying that they couldn't play and then being out there. Hey, man, this is probably not going to involve Chip and Colin together.
I do believe that this skill set, though, Bomani, that he has, Kaepernick is a guy that it was a couple of years ago. We were having a legitimate conversation. Who would you rather have, him or Russell Wilson? It wasn't that long ago that he was toasting Aaron Rodgers not once, but twice in the playoffs. I refuse to believe that this is irredeemable. I refuse to believe that that skill set cannot be good. Somebody should be fixing it. Chip Kelly will do.
Yeah, but look at who Chip Kelly brought in to play quarterback in Philadelphia. How many of those guys remind you of Colin Kaepernick?
Well, he can always bring somebody else, Johnny Mansell,
Oh.
RG3, Tim
Tebow. You knew it was
He
coming.
already tried that and it didn't work.
You knew it was coming. Tebow.
Should D'Angelo Russell feel this confident after a loss?
19-year-old D'Angelo Russell, Kobe sat some. That was a fun game last night. Lakers and Kings. It was fun. It was a fun game. Kings blew like a 29-point lead. Look at what we've got here, though. D'Angelo Russell, after the loss, sprains his ankle. He was really good last night.
I feel like your best game of the year for you.
Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. That's all I'm gonna say. Like I said, they got lucky, but the world hasn't seen anything yet.
He put up 27 points in 27 minutes last night. Like, that was the guy that we thought could be a star in this league. But after Mitch Kupchak basically said this season is a farewell tour for Kobe, I'd be totally out for number one in every single game. Like, they've decided this whole year is about one guy. I'm coming in there every night like I think I'm about to put up 15 of these shots.
Keep in mind, by the way, he said they got lucky, meaning the Kings, because late in the game he sprained his ankle. And what he's saying there is, I wasn't around to win it. That's unusual cockiness from a team that's really bad, but he's young and coming.
And because of that, Byron Scott is going to put him on the bench from now on.
It is weird, right, Bomani? That team is all about Kobe. How dare D'Angelo Russell get any shine during Kobe's retirement year?
Why y'all act like y'all so young, D'Angelo Russell and Julius Randle?
Coming up next on my son Stevie's show, we talk to Memphis BLEEK.
I definitely was a celebrity in school, loaning my teachers money, let them hold my car for lunch breaks, I was coming to school. I was a big thing at that time.
Joining us at the beach today is Memphis BLEEK.
It's The Rock, as the kids say. He's an ambassador for Douce Cognac Liquor, plus he has launched a new record label, Warehouse Music Group. Let's talk to BLEEK.
What would you say was your biggest break?
My biggest break was seeing Jay-Z and Clark Kent walk through the projects, Marcy Projects that day, and me actually telling him that I was an artist and him giving me the opportunity to do Coming to Age.
On the spot? Like just that's how the meeting happened? It's a chance meeting, or how did all of that come to be?
Yeah, I've known him my whole life, so it was just an opportunity. Like in the summertime, he was coming through with DJ Clark Kent, and I saw him and was telling him, yo, Jay, I'm a rapper. I want to be down with the crew. And he was like, you rhyme? He gave me a sheet of paper, and he was like, as quick as you remember this, as quick as you be on. So within the next hour, I went back to his apartment and was like, hey, I remember the rhyme already. And that night, we was in Clark Kent house, and we did the song Coming to Age.
So you were the youngest guy running with the Rockefeller crew, right? You were the youngest guy?
Yes. So I was about, 15 years old when I first got down with them.
And so what was that like? Like, you had to be out of place there, right?
Of course. Like, going to the clubs, I wasn't allowed to get in certain clubs. They would have to pay the bouncer $1,000 just to get me in because I was too young. Certain times, like when they go to the after-hour parties, they would leave me in the hotel because I was too young. And, just being 15 years old, going to high school with $2,000, $3,000 in your pocket wasn't too bad neither. You know what I mean?
Hold on, so they let you go to the first party, but the after party, all of a sudden they want to act all grown?
Yeah, I only could do the show. I couldn't participate in the after hours.
Well, what was it like for you at 15, though, being in school? Like, you had to be distorted, right? You had to be a little bit of a celebrity right there.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely was a celebrity in school, loaning my teachers money, let them hold my car for lunch breaks, I was coming to school. I was a big thing at that time. Jay-Z broke the doors down for me with Reasonable Doubt.
Hold up. Your teachers were asking to use your car at lunch?
Well, but I mean,
Yeah, because I used to pull up to the school in the Lexus, man. Come on. Back then, them teachers didn't have that. They had Toyotas and Hondas, so they wasn't ready for what I was doing.
So how's that go? They come just ask you like, yo, if you don't mind, man, I just need to run up the street right fast. Can I borrow the car?
Yeah, let me see how that run. Let me give it a test drive, you know? That was a big deal.
So Rockefeller, at the height of all of that, how would you paint the picture for us? Give us some of the details on what that period of your life, what it looked like. Already smiling.
Rockefeller, the height of everything, you could just think about it. It was champagne, it was women, it was nice cars. We had offices everywhere. We had offices that didn't even make sense for. Like, we just have an office just to party in, office to do business in. Then, you know, we owned the club, like the movies. We did the state property movies and everything. It was a great time, man. And now my boy Jay-Z just took it to the next level now. Like, so the life hasn't stopped. We still living it.
One thing that's interesting, though, when you go back and look at videos from that time period, let's be honest, we looked ridiculous. Like, we were getting it all new, but we looked ridiculous. Like, what's the one thing you look back on a video and you're like, oh, yeah, we were tripping right there?
The way I could say some of the things I said, like now when my son, you know, he's 13 years old now, and he watch movies like Backstage, and I'm on there talking about, hey, I was with this woman, that woman, that woman, that woman, all in one night. He looking at me like, Dad, that's how it go? So like those certain situations, I look back and be like, maybe if I could have said a word or two different, you know, like it was fun at the moment, but when you get older, you look back like, man, I was reckless.
Speaking of a word or two different, were you hurt? Was your career hurt by the Jay-Z line that you've always been a hit away, but that you were going to be a millionaire for as long as you were in his life?
You could say, yeah, it was a gift and a curse. Because any man definitely wants to be a millionaire for the rest of his life, even if he don't have to work. But the thing, that's the line right there. I want people to know I work and I strive for everything I have. I don't lay down. I'm a man of my own. I have my own responsibilities and my own family to carry. Even though Jay-Z is my brother and I love the gesture, but until I feel like what he said is a break glass in case emergency. And that emergency I hope to never, ever cross.
But how does that conversation go when you tell him, hey, I didn't like that? I mean, I know that you mean well, but that I don't like that. That doesn't feel properly respectful, even though I love you.
Oh, that conversation, though, it goes in the ear, in one ear, out the other. He not paying that no attention. I don't like that. So what? It sounded hot. It was hot. I shouted you out. You the man now. Go to the club, book some parties.
So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what you're saying. Okay.
No. I'm the little brother to the crew. That's the big brother. So what I say, trust me, I have to show up with the war marks on me before I could tell him something happened. I couldn't just say something happened. I have to show up bruised.
I feel obligated to ask you this question because we've never gotten close to the truth on this. Big E's, I got a story to tell. Do you know which New York Knick it's about? Can you? We ask everybody this, but nobody can ever come up with an answer. Do you have one for us?
I heard a few. I heard, through the grapevine, I heard it was Starks. I heard it was Sprewell. I heard it was Ewan. I heard a few things. So I never met the exact player to get the exact answer, so I don't want to give you no false information, but it's definitely a true story.
All right, now, just so you know, Stark said it wasn't him, and Sprewell wasn't on the team yet.
Yeah, we got a problem.
So that helps.
So it got to be Ewan. It got to be Ewan.
We get no closer. We keep getting, the more questions we ask about this, the further we get from the truth.
Yeah, it got to be Pat. He missed that layup, so it got to be him.
You just blame him. You forget everything else. You're going to blame Patrick Ewing on that layup. You can't let the layup go.
Yeah, no. I can never let it go. No, never.
Thank you, Memphis. We appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Y'all take it easy.
Gracias, Memphis.
All right, take it easy.
Hello, I've been watching you clocking.
Who, me holding down this block? It ain't nothing. You the man, Poppy. Now stop fronting.
Ha, I like your style.
Nah, I like your style.
Let me drive around a while.
Cool, Poppy.
Here is $1,000.
A G, I ride with you for free. I want the long-term riches, OG.
All right, now listen to me. You let them other people get the name, skip the fame. 10,000 or 100 G. keep your the same.
On the low?
Yeah, the only way to blow, you let your bubble quietly.
And then you blow.
Yeah, hey, keep your cool. Highly questionable is broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that just had his chair replaced with the bidet. Do you question?
Give us topics and events. We question them.
Do you question shaking Jeff Jones' hand?
Jeff Jones is the coach at Old Dominion. This video right here that we're about to show you is going to offend Bomani Jones. Bomani Jones is going to get outraged by this video. Watch this.
Old Dominion did not
Bomani,
have a victory
keep an eye
outside
on
of its
this.
building
Jeff
all
Jones,
year, and it comes here to rush
reaching in there, reaching
to
around,
the top teams in
rummaging.
conference.
Hello, nice to meet you. Yeah.
Oh!
Congratulations to Joy.
This is, oh no, he's spreading the joy. Oh.
Look, Jeff Jones.
Oh.
I thought everybody knew the rules. Sometimes you got to do something like that. You use your left hand because the right hand is for shaking, right? Then you don't wind up with that problem. Get with it.
Yeah, the right hand was for shaking, and he used it to shake something.
That was the best adjustment he made all game.
Oh.
That's it.
A post-game adjustment.
Do you question if this guy got to where he needed to go?
That's all they're telling us.
Really?
That's it.
All right, let's see.
Oh, it's Russia.
Oh, no. This guy right here? Yeah, he's, oh, that suggests some drinking.
Oh.
That was the destination. That was the finish
mean,
line, whether he wanted it to be the finish line or not.
Yeah, I think his destination was wherever he stopped. And that just happened to be right there. You can cool down a little bit. I'm sure he's sweaty.
Oh, man, that looks like fun right until there.
Too bad it doesn't have sound.
I'm not sure if you ever should cross a road in Russia.
Yeah, I think that's the lesson that we learned from Do You Question, right?
Oh, we've got another video here. Oh!
Yeah. Do they not have crosswalks in Russia?
Oh, we've got more. We got like a montage of stuff.
Really? In all these videos, I've never seen a crosswalk.
Oh, this guy. Look at this guy.
Ooh.
Oh!
Wow.
That's amazing.
Breathe, he finds this to be so delightful.
Do you question if this prankster needs to grow up?
The crack producers of this show doing a bang-up job today just gave us the information of, we think this is Ireland.
Why are you already laughing?
I can see it.
He knows. He knows. Let's see what we've got here.
What are you doing, a knick-knock, guys? All right, okay, go.
Kind of not.
Prankster.
Go, man, run!
Run away!
Oh.
Look at he's
Run
coming
away!
Look at faster! Look at him! Look at here he is! Quick, look! Mom, here he is over! Look at
They are enjoying this way too much.
Come on,
Just like I would.
You're knocking on my toe!
She runs like Peyton Manning.
Oh.
Man. I mean, he's right, though.
Why are you
He's
laughing
right,
so
though.
hard
He
at
is
your
right.
own
It's
joke?
funny, but he's right. He loves his own jokes. He loves his own jokes. He'll be repeating that one all weekend.
Time to play the game that is swiping right on everything this weekend. See? Or no?
All right, fun weekend. You tell us what to watch on TV tonight. We'd say if we're intrigued or not.
Sunday on NBC, Seahawks and Vikings.
No, the producers of this show, they stuck the three other games at the top of the show. They thought I wasn't looking now, and they stuck the fourth game right here. Of course, I'm interested. And here's Adrian Peterson kind of giving Marshawn Lynch a compliment, but really not really.
I would have to say he's probably, even though he didn't play this year, much. I would say he's probably the, second best back in the league. I got to give it to him hands down.
Got to give it to him hands down. Bet you can't guess who the first best back in the league is. Bomani, are you intrigued?
The best is my man in the corner right there when he says it, who picks up on, wait a minute, what just happened? And the fact that Adrian Peterson really sees this as a sincere compliment. Thing is, I saw this game last month and it was awful.
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued because the Vikings, they got their hands full now. They got to play it on the outside, but it's 4-degree weather there. 4-degree weather. You know, I mean, the Seahawks, they're ready to go. They're ready to go. They got everything ready to go.
So they're ready to go. We've established. My father didn't have a whole lot on that one, except that it's 4
You
degrees.
want my pick?
And they're
You
ready.
want my
Not
pick?
really. After all that analysis you just gave us, go
Give us a
ahead,
pick.
pick it.
The Seahawks are going to win.
All
That's
right,
right.
there
The
you
Seahawks
go.
are going to win.
There you go.
That's analysis you can't get anywhere else.
My father's running out of steam here at the end of the work week.
Papi has spoken.
Oh, shut up.
Sunday on Root Sports Southwest, Pacers and Rockets.
Yeah, I'm mildly intrigued in this. I'm also more intrigued, though, in showing you James Harden doing James Harden things. Sometimes that's excellence. Sometimes it looks like this. He's in the middle. Time to pass it. Whoa, that doesn't work the way that it was supposed to. And suggests a general unfamiliarity with passing the basketball, which doesn't surprise anybody. Bomani, are you intrigued?
What in the hell are they wearing? Did you see that? Like, if that's how you want to, like, I'm from Houston. That's how you want to pay homage to Clutch City, is taking the worst of the old jerseys and putting sleeves on?
He's right. Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. But listen, the running beer wasn't the only one who had a bad pass last night.
There's
Look
someone
at
else?
this.
What else?
Yeah.
Someone else for the Rockets?
Oh, Jason Terry think was there.
That's that's who he thought was there. He was Ariza was there. Ariza was open too. He was open.
But would he have been able to drop the towel in time to get the jumper off?
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday.
Gracias. See you el lunes.
No. I'm on to you. No, get that out of here.
Oh, no.